now we got that all figured out, what they all explained out. My heart, of course, my heart condolences out to the family and the friends and all the well wishes out there. Everybody that knew him knew him. Don't say everybody roll with him, whatnot. That's my first part of it. My second part of it is the whole reaction of the whole city of Dallas. Now, for y'all people that don't know, you know what I'm saying? Dallas is a city, and that city is kind of divided in this way. You know what I'm saying? So you got people in the south end, like South Dallas, got their own little section. Then you got Oak Cliff down here. You got East Dallas. Then you got West Dallas. Then you got North Dallas. And it's kind of separated. You know what I'm saying? And the rule of thumb is don't you take your ass over to another side of Dallas doing shit you ain't got no business doing because they will get you. And unfortunately, MO3, he was a North Dallas cat. And he got shot down the street in a cliff over there by the zoo. Damn near what's that? Not Illinois, but
yeah, it's close to Illinois.
Zang and all that, right?
But down there by Sana.
Yeah. So
Bethany Sana area.
now there's rumors, allegations of what happened, how he was down there, people found him from some bitch house in Lancaster, whatever the fuck. But after that, the city been up in an uproar. And tell the goddamn truth, this is a sad part of seeing the city, man. We can't get together and stop this violence and dumb shit. First and foremost. Second of all, uh, out of them dudes, I know there's a lot of beef going on. I don't want to get too deep into it, but I'm gonna scratch a little. We're gonna probably scratch a little bit. But the whole beef between him, Beezy, and Trap Boy Freddy and all that good shit. And a lot of people speculate, a lot of people talking rumors. But what makes me mad though, I know them young cats had beef and all that shit, along with some other Fort Worth cats that was involved in it. It escalated to what it was. But in the words of Pimp C, if y'all motherfuckers stop bullshit, y'all could have got together and make this money together. And me personally, I ain't gonna lie to you, I think Mo was one of the most talented ones out of all three of them. That boy was very fucking versatile.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, music wise right now. However, though, Mo was, like I say, there's mixed feelings in the city because Mo was
a loose cannon.
Yeah, loose cannon to a degree. A shit talker.
He was an instigator. He instigated a lot of shit in the city.
Yeah, like basically, because you hear one side, especially like North Dallas, people like RP and shit like that, but you got the other side of the city like shit, goddamn good riddance. I'm tired of that motherfucker keeping this shit hot.
You know what? Whenever I think about like what I hear about Mo3, like I said, I ain't from there, I ain't from Texas, but when I think about what I hear about Mo3, I think about the same thing I hear about what people say about Sauce Walk out in Houston. They say Sauce Walk the same way.
I heard some similarities in that too.
Yeah, like Sauce Walk could be out there just wilding the fuck out there in Houston, like the same way that Mo's wilding. And I saw a lot of videos, and I didn't really know. I just recently found out about the whole Mo3 and the Yellow Beezy beef shit that was going on, like maybe like a couple months ago with bro. Bro told me about that. And when he told me, I'm like, damn, for real? And when he pointed out that Let Me Find Out video, and he was like, look at the dude in the chair, look at the similarities. I was like, oh, damn. That dude look like Yellow Beezy. So like, I started listening to more Mo3 shit, and I'm like, this nigga really is, that nigga is out here reckless. Like, that, them niggas out there in Dallas, like, on some, like, how them niggas in Chicago out there talking about, like, on each other. They going at each other.
I'll say this. Ant hit a very pivotal point about Dallas and the history of Dallas. And it's been that way since we was younger, when we was kids coming up. The entire county has always been divided. And everybody claimed Dallas as a whole, but you knew where you was from in Dallas, and you represented that. When you left Dallas, you represented the entirety of Dallas. But when you was in Dallas, you represented the area of Dallas that you came from. And if you just so happen to go to another area of Dallas, you went over there with some respect, knowing that you was in the area of Dallas that you wasn't from. And if you just
But it's like that. It's like that everywhere you go, though, bro.
It
It's
is.
like that everywhere you go.
It is. But I'm saying that to raise a point that another point that Ant had made when he referenced Pimp C. I don't think it's ever been as hot in the past when we was coming up as it is now, based on that. Ant made a real good point about when Pimp said if we come together, we can make a whole lot of money. Now, RJ, I'm gonna bring you in on this. Those of y'all that don't know, RJ been rocking with us for a very long time. There's a reason why we say that he has his honorary Texas residency via us. I had met RJ was about what 12 years, 12
in the 05, in the 05. It's been about 15 years.
RJ is from Florida. When I met RJ, and he'll attest because you know I brought him around nothing but Texas niggas. We represent Texas first, and then it's everybody else. And it don't matter what section we come from. We'll rock with it. We'll even rock with Dallas. We'll even rock with them Fort Worth boys when we leave the state.
Yeah. Definitely.
For the culture.
For the culture, takes
y'all
everything.
Y'all will, man. Y'all will. If
but my
point,
point,
y'all rock with them.
My point is this. I put RJ on Dallas music, underground Dallas music. A lot of shit, not just Dallas. I put him on to a lot of Texas music, but primarily Dallas because I'm from Dallas, and I always felt the need to represent my city.
Yeah, like I remember Pookie, Lucci, DSR,
and before we started recording, we were talking about this, and I hadn't thought about it. But RJ, I played a song for RJ from DSR called Throwbacks, and he reminded me. He said, "Shit, when you played that song, I was like, I got so damn hyped because we've been playing this down here in Florida. I had no fucking idea. I knew DSR wasn't just local; they were underground. But you know, they was known in the South. They was known in Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas. You know, as they called it back in the day, the Chitlin Trail. I didn't know that they had made it all the way out to Florida. In that
we thought them niggas. We thought they was screwed up click though. We thought they was like back then. We thought they were SUC when we first heard them.
But my point is this. They made it, and correct me if I'm wrong, was about 5 or 6 of them niggas, right?
About around there.
All of them niggas.
Actually, more like 7. More like 7.
Hold
like one of them.
Tom Fat. Damn.
Well, we ain't gonna count.
Lil Ronnie.
I raised that to raise this point.
It was 5.
I raised that.
There's a little bit more, but keep on.
Them niggas are not from the same area of Dallas County.
Yeah.
You got some niggas from Lancaster. You got some niggas from South Dallas. You got some niggas from the Clip. You got some niggas from Pleasant Grove. But when RJ heard them, when RJ heard them together, he couldn't tell. And when he found when he found out that they were from Dallas, like, yo. And then I put him on to some more Dallas shit, like Pookie and Lucci, Pimpster.
Yeah.
Nigga
Gator Man. Ant put me on Gator Man.
Nigga was like, damn, I didn't know that it was, I didn't know y'all was rocking like that. In that, because everybody knows Texas for Houston.
Yeah.
Damn, now hold on. Now think about it. Hold on, cause what? Tom was from what? Ain't Tom from Oak Cliff?
Well, it don't matter where. It don't matter where the niggas from. Like
all niggas spread out. Yeah, all I know is I know. Big Tuck from Southside.
Lancaster, Highland Hills. We can debate that. That's debatable right now.
Fat B. Where Fat B's it from?
Fat B from Lancaster. Is he Lancaster?
No, he's from the Grove.
From the Grove. Oh yeah, that's right. He's from the Grove. It don't matter, bro. My whole point.
Damn, you right.
My whole point is this: you had dudes from different sections of the city that came together and made hot music, and it traveled and left the state of Texas altogether, and nobody knew where these dudes were from. When they found out where they were from, the response was, "God damn, Dallas has some heat down there." going back to what Ant was saying, what Pimp C said, if these young dudes put their beef to the side, and we're gonna scratch deeper into this, Ant, we get into the beef. Because it's stupid. It's some stupid shit. It's the most trivial, stupid shit ever.
Oh, I agree.
Now, I'm not saying that it is stupid. I don't want nobody to get wrong. When people start losing lives over shit, it's stupid why they started losing their life. But once a life is lost, then it gets a little bit more complex and serious. But the shit that led up to the initial loss of life is some stupid, trivial shit.
Yeah.
The fact that you got all this talent and they making money, like they not even fucking with each other, man. They're not even fucking with each other. And they making ridiculous fucking money. They getting ridiculous fucking success. They getting ridiculous fucking recognition and shit. And they all from the same place. But when they come back home, outside of Dallas, Mo3 is a fucking giant. Outside of Dallas, Lil Beezy is a fucking giant. Outside of Dallas, Trap B, if you don't believe me, just go to these niggas' IG pages. It's people all over the country that's talking about
who's Trap B. Who's Trap B though? I don't know him.
We'll put you on Trap Boyfriend. He nice.
He got some. Yeah, he got some shit there. Like I said, his big thing was Quita.
But when they come back to Dallas, they act like they broke niggas again. They act like they broke niggas in the hood, beefing over fucking clout, beefing over recognition. We talking about people, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let you get the flow next, OG. I'm gonna let you get the flow next, man. I read an article last week talking about what Mo3's net worth was when he passed, bro. You know how much Mo3 was worth?
I have not. I know he signed a $3 million deal. That's about it.
They said that the article I read said that Mo3 was worth between $1 to $5 million.
Okay.
$1 to $5 million. Now this man left behind 3 kids. He left behind a mother, some baby mamas, probably had a girl. All over what? To talk shit about some people that got shot on Instagram and agitate folks. You gonna put all of this success on the line?
Yep.
Just to show out and show your ass. And I'll make this my last point before I turn and I'm gonna bring it back around. We getting in deeper on it. Out of all of these dudes, I gotta praise Yella Beezy. I have, ever since Yella B got shot on the tollway a couple years ago, you have not heard Yella Beezy on Instagram. You have not seen nothing on YouTube or Twitter.
I thought that was Trap Boy.
Huh?
I thought that was Trap Boy.
No, that was Trap Boy. I'm talking about Yella Beezy. Because Yella Beezy had to be from Mo3 too.
Right.
After he got shot,
he still had it before he died.
I'm not saying that he didn't, bro, but what I'm saying is you didn't hear Yella Beezy agitating that situation at all after that.
That's a fact.
He went out and got his money. He went and did his features. He made his song. He moved the fuck up out of Dallas, which was smart. Yep. He only came back when it was time to get some money and see family. And when he did that, he left again. And then now that the Mo3 thing done popped off, people are trying to bait him to get him to talk about it. Man, don't say nothing about it. The man not instigating it. The man,
you know why though? I guarantee that I can tell you though one thing about. I understand what you're saying, Chris. But I can tell you one thing about it. Yella Beezy got a major label backing him up. Mo just recently got signed with Boosie, a nigga who is known to actually listen though. A nigga who's known to actually be out there on social media wilding the fuck out. Yella Beezy been like he had that major deal. He might not have been like out there, but he had that major deal. I forgot what label it was, but I could have sworn he had a major deal. I could have sworn he did. Man. So if he did, he had that major label pushing him, telling him like, no, first off, your net worth too much for it. He had them people in his head.
I don't think it don't much matter, bro. It don't matter whether you had some major labels telling you. What matters is, bro, the money is there for them niggas. And
Yeah.
you can throw major label influence on it and everything, but Yellow Beezy don't need major label. Major labels are dead.
Right.
Let's get that straight. Major labels are dead because these artists are going out there and they once they get a buzz, they can do whatever the hell they want through social media and streaming. You
But
got
they
that
still sign
follow.
with major labels. They still sign with major labels though.
Yeah, I mean they doing what they doing with the major labels, but you don't have to listen to. Well, my point is you don't have to listen to the label no more and depend on them for your success. You see what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
Like if the label say you don't do this, we'll drop you. All right, so what? Drop me. I already got a following. I don't need you to distribute my music. I'll just put the bitch out on fucking title SoundCloud, and I'm gonna get my streams up. I got enough money to buy a videographer. I can make my own videos. And then the way it's set up now, you got your own Instagram account, you got your own YouTube account, so you got followers. You're gonna get the views, you're gonna get the ad rev, all that. They don't need labels. So you can talk all the shit you want to the labels and do what you want to do. My whole point in saying that, RJ, is this: the man valued life over the bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he could have easily did the same thing Trap Boy Freddy and Mo3 are doing. The
But
man,
I mean, at one point you got to think that he really thought about saying something. But at one point,
I'm not saying that he didn't. I'm not saying that he didn't.
Can't
Every
deny that.
man's gonna have a thought to say something, especially if it's a beef between you and somebody. Your first inclination is the lash out, but everybody's not cut the same. What I'm saying is that man is cut a little bit differently. He practiced restraint. But my whole point in saying that though, RJ, is this: the man is not putting his life in danger. He's not putting his family life in danger. The nigga
yeah, most definitely, yeah.
in Dallas, bro. The man got family still in Dallas. The nigga's not gonna go out there and say, yeah, man, you know, fuck that nigga Mo3 and this, that, and the third and shit, knowing that he got family staying in the Cliff, knowing that he got family staying in the Grove, you know he got family staying in the suburb, and knowing them, and you know them ignorant ass niggas in Dallas, knowing them ignorant ass niggas gonna say, well, shit, that nigga ain't here, we can't get him, but we gonna get the niggas that he love.
Yeah, they already burned up. You heard about it. They burnt up his baby mama's hair salon out there in Arlington.
I'm telling you,
Yesterday.
bro. I'm telling you, like,
Motherfuckers
look,
is
so,
ignorant.
bro, I'm telling you, look, this whole situation right now, it's starting to look like how Chicago looking, bro. Like that's how we're looking like out there in Chicago, like for like the past 4 years. Them boys in Chicago, one of them get killed, another one get killed, and all of them
I'm gonna tell you what it's starting to look like, RJ. You have no, I mean, Chicago is your reference, but me and Ant can attest to this. Dallas is starting to look like Fort Worth.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let go. RJ, go ahead and finish on what you got to say on it. Then I'll come back with my thoughts.
I mean, I can make a bunch of Florida references, but and y'all won't. We go ahead. You got it.
We talk with you. We chat.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
All right.
Speak your mind.
My thing is this too. This reminds me, Chris, you was gone before this happened. I was still back in the city before I ended up getting this job we work in. Fucking right when Katrina happened. And all them Louisiana boys came up there, right? That was a record-setting precedence.
I heard about that.
For heats and murders.
I heard about that.
I swear to God, until the day I left, it was the day I left the city. It was at least one murder every day for 46 days in a row. And when I left and I got done with my initial training, that trend kept on going until maybe a month after I was sitting in Mississippi. So I'm like, what in the fuck? And this is reminding me of what happened then. Now, granted, New Orleans, I love my people in the booth, but them motherfuckers came up there with some ratchet ignorant shit now.
And I don't cut you off, man, but I will say this. We mentioned Chicago, we mentioned Fort Worth, but can we acknowledge that them motherfuckers from New Orleans just cut a little bit different? That's
They are. They are. But think about it though, with this type of beef that's going on now it's matter of fact, you remember the whole beef behind the whole switching house and SUC shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
North side versus south side and all that good shit, cause some dude from the south side decided to ride somebody in the north side. There was some real live beef going on for a hot little minute, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
not even that long. Probably like a year, I would say. After that, you know what they did? Michael Watt sat his ass down there with Screw and the affiliates and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
and they said, you know what? We're gonna keep this beef up for records, because beef sell, right? Controversial sell, right? So, but at the end of the day, they were still like, no, you still respect your boundaries. However, though, they just kept the beef shit all on wax, right?
Mm-hmm.
Except for when it came to flipping in the row, but that's a different thing. But these these cats in Dallas, I when I last time I went home, that was around time the Yellow Beezy thing happened. Actually, it wasn't Yellow Beezy, the Trap Boy shit happened, and they had a damn some promoter smart ass thought, hey, let's put Mo3 and Yellow Beezy together to do a show somewhere out there in Arlington, right?
Now.
And I thought I was thinking that that was the route they was taking, like they did in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, they ain't happening. Because apparently, like one or the other went up there, called the laws, and
Mm-hmm.
some other
All
shit.
three end
Shit
up.
just got out of hand.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, you know what? These motherfuckers some real live, some beef. North
Right. Right.
Dallas Cliffs beef. So I'm like, this ain't the this ain't for me. I'll keep my ass out of it. I'm gonna jam the music in the appropriate areas. Cause I ain't got no
Yeah, and see, and that's what
so
sucks, and that's what sucks about it so much. Like you said, bro, Mo3 jam, Mo3 jams,
the boy got some hits. I ain't gonna lie
Trap
to you.
Boy, Trap Boy jams, Yellow Beezy. All these dudes are talented, but it's a damn shame you can't ride
And,
through the city.
but you know what though? The funny one thing though, I do I'm throw a little conspiracy in there though. They always had this beef, but to me, this shit didn't really escalate until Roy Lee got killed.
Yeah, yeah, and you know what? And I want to segue this into the next part of it. And I know we probably spending a lot of time on this, but
Yeah, we are.
I think it's critical to kind of talk about this so we can sprinkle a little OG wisdom into it. You know, us being some old motherfuckers, older than these youngsters. Um, I looked into the history of these dudes' whole situation, bro. And what tripped me out about it all, Ant, was looking back at their beginning, Trap Boy Freddy and Mo3 were actually friends.
They went to the same school for a second, I thought.
I don't know. I don't know if they went to the same school because remember, Trap Boy is from Oak Cliff off of Lancaster
Yeah.
and
He
Beckham
over there in the
by
peaks,
Rudy's
damn near.
Chicken. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Mo3 from the north side, so they too far to be, you know what I'm saying, to went to school. I'm not saying that they didn't. I don't know the details of what they personal situation was like, but I do know this for a fact. They were homies at one point in time. And I had to go back and do my homework on it before we talked about it because it's Dallas shit and I want to make sure that I'm putting the right cut on it, you know what I mean?
Right.
Um, they had videos together.
Yeah.
Mo3 in one of Trap Boy Freddy videos. They had songs together, and
Yeah.
actual songs with Trap Boy Freddy featuring Mo3. And the shit jammed, like the shit slaps. My
Right.
understanding of this whole shit, follow me, we're gonna do the timeline.
All right.
I don't know what the beef started, how the beef started, but for some reason, Mo3 and Go Yayo from Fort Worth, they get into it. I don't know if it's over music. I don't know if it's over a chick. I don't know if it's some standard Fort Worth, Dallas type shit. But they end up having a little simple rivalry where niggas is going back and forth, right? Trap Boy, and this is like when they all are on the come up with their music. Trap Boy Freddy has a relationship with Go Yayo. I'm assuming prior to the Mo3 Go Yayo beef.
Right.
Trap Boy Freddy does some work with Go Yayo. Mo3 isn't happy about it. So Mo3, and this is you. I think there's an interview on and for time's sake, I'm not gonna go to the interview, but you guys can YouTube it, where Trap Boy Freddy is talking about all this. And Trap Boy Freddy says Mo3 comes to him and pretty much says, "Hey, look, you my boy. You know that's my enemy over there." And you know how Dallas and Fort Worth is, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Mo
They
three
don't jive too much.
right, and Mo3 pretty much put the pressure on and I may have some of my details mixed up, but this is coming from Trap Boy Freddy. Mo3 comes to Trap Boy and tell him, "Hey, you can't do that. You can't fool with old boy Go Yayo over there out of Fort Worth. You know we got a problem."
Mm-hmm.
Trap Boy Freddy say, "That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm neutral. Y'all both my homeboy. That's my homeboy over there. I ain't got no beef with him. You my homeboy over here. I ain't got no beef with you. I'm out of." So instead of Trap Boy Freddy making the decision, Mo3 makes the decision for Trap Boy Freddy. He say, "Well, all right, if you gonna rock with him, then I'll no longer rock with you." Now enters Yella Beezy. And I'm assuming at this time, all of them are on the come up. This is before That's On Me, Baby, and all that shit come out with Yella Beezy. They coming up with a mixtape game. Yella Beezy and Trap Boy, they got a relationship. This is before Mo3 and Yella B get into it. Yella B gets into the altercation with Roy Lee in the club. Roy Lee has a relationship with Mo3.
Right.
The altercation in the club with Roy Lee results in Roy Lee later on getting shot at and shot in the leg.
As he got hit. He got hit back in the head.
No, he got shot in the leg. It was in the leg.
Yeah.
Because
after that, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't die.
Yeah.
But a few days later, he had a blood clot in his arteries, one of his veins, that led to his death. Now, the enemies, now all of Roy Lee's homies, including Mo3, are pointing the fingers at Yella B, saying Yella B sent the hitters at Roy Lee. So now the beef, there's tension between Trap Boy Freddy and Mo3 already at this point. Trap Boy Freddy has a relationship with Yella Beezy at this point. Go Yayo is completely out the scene from all of this by now. Roy Lee gets shot. He dies a few weeks later. Yella Beezy gets signed. He got the hot song on the radio and everything. He buys a house in Burleson. I want to say Burleson, somewhere in the north side.
Yeah, somewhere.
Well,
Burleson is Fort Worth.
Okay. So I think it's Burleson. Yella Beezy gets shot on the tollway. After Yella Beezy gets shot on the tollway, he pack his shit up, leave Dallas. But in the midst of all of that, Mo3 starts doing his IG thing, trolling. He makes his diss songs. RJ, the song that you talking about, where he got Yella B on the video, he started
let him find out.
Yeah, he making references to all that shit. And he's insinuating that Yella B had something to do with it. Remember, Trap Boy Freddy and Yella B are homies at this point. Now there's a clear distinction between both Yella B and Mo3. There's tension between Mo3 and Trap Boy. Trap Boy and Yella B are homies. Yella B leaves Dallas. Trap Boy Freddy don't. He stays in Dallas.
Oh, that boy also Dallas. He also 2-on-4.
Trap Boy starts getting a little bit more hotter because now as Yella B get hot, Trap Boy gets to reap some of the benefit of that, and now it blows his shit up even a little bit more. Right? Mo3 is doing his thing by himself. He's blowing up a little bit more. He's got a DJ Drama Gangsta Grill mixtape and everything. He gets picked up with Boosie.